What's going on, people? This is a combo video. I'm talking about two different topics, so go ahead and sit back, relax. If you just want to get right to the second topic, I think it's at the 440 mark. And then also, I know I said I was going to get out some other reviews because my Crisis 2 reviews out on the B5 channel, but I also got Homefront coming, Killzone, MLB, because it's opening day. Let's get it in. Let's start this video now. Haha, what's going on, people? Your boy B5 here. Socom 4 beta demo PSN exclusive. Alright, but before we get into that, I don't know if you can tell, but I got a new mic system. Man, I was completely excited about this. All right, let me explain. Let me get it in. Let me explain. Okay, first of all, you guys know I roll Xbox, PlayStation. Well, my first problem that I needed to tackle was whenever I was playing on one system, I needed to record on the other system. It was kind of cumbersome to switch back and forth, so I went out and got me a switcher. Boom, knocked that out. Then the other problem that stemmed from that was, since I had the Turtle Beaches and I play a lot at night, I had to go through and reconnect and switch the headphones, and what have you. It wasn't happening. I didn't like that, so I had to figure that system out. Figured it out. Then the other problem was, because now I was so conveniently going between both systems, now the chat part of it was an issue. You know, on Xbox it wasn't a problem because the Turtle Beach X11s were made for Xbox. But then, like in my review, when I did the Turtle Beach X11 review, you know, is it worth $65? I told you that they could work for the PS3. You just had to use the eye camera or what have you, which it does, but it's kind of a process. Long story short, I got tired of that. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to simplify my setup, so boom, everything is just like boom, boom, 1 or 2 clicks away from handling business on either system. So I found a way to get the X21s. That's right, X21s. I'm rolling that right now because I know there's some retailers out there listening. I'm not really going to explain to you how I came through with it, but I managed to return my X11s and upgrade for $10. I'll do that all day, every day. And I got the X11s originally for like $30. So if you want to know how that went down, PM me, whatever, or hit me on Xbox Live, and I'll tell you how to do it, because you too could go ahead and handle your business too. And I would, because the X21s are made for both systems. So the X21s are hot. And as a matter of fact, the X21s is what I'm using right now to record my voice on my laptop. So they work for you. They work for the laptop, they work for the 360, and they work for the PS3. Boom. I got rid of my old mic. I got rid of my old headset for that I record. Boom. Now all I got to do is just bam. It's one headset for all 3 systems. Man, I'm loving it. X21s. Do what you got to do. Get them. I'm gonna do a review on a full-fledged review on it, but you can consider this a review if I don't do the review. Hot. I know I was talking about the other ones. I was just kind of being cheap. I was being cheap at the time. I didn't really feel like trying to trying to pay the hefty price, but I figured a way that, you know, you can go ahead and handle your business. But anyway, like I said, if you want to know that, I don't want to put it out there, you know what I'm saying, because retailers or what have you, you know what I'm saying, they catch on to this stuff. you know. Anyway, so let's move on. So let's talk about the next topic. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about Socom 4. This is the beta, demo, whatever you want to call it. But it's the beta, multiplayer beta only. As you can see, I'm laying fools down from the stairwell. I'm playing bomb diffuser, what have you. And this is kind of a game mode. It's a good game mode where you actually, I'm the only one that can actually defuse the bomb. So you have to, like, tell your boys, hey, clear a path for me, because you don't want to get caught by yourself, because you go a lot slower than the other ones and you don't have it as the cooler rifle. Yeah, see, that's I'm the technician, what have you. But anyway, a couple people asked the mic, so it was okay. And now that I'm on the X21s, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna always have a mic. So I used to enroll mic because I hated the way the old Bluetooth felt in your ear, man. It's like you get an earache the whole day. Shout out to my man Baron. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baron, Black Baron. Entertaining videos, man. Check them out. Okay, so I got some issues with the game. Okay, I was talking to some people, as you can see up in the right corner. I'm talking. I don't know why it doesn't record that. It should record it. But we're having a conversation about this. Some of these guys were saying that they're Socom hardcore fans. Some of them were saying, they're like me. I like Socom, but I can't really classify myself as hardcore. So we were all talking about that. And we were just kind of talking about how people really aren't that excited about this game. And I can agree with them, because this game doesn't really make me want it. Just based on this multiplayer demo. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. It's a nice little shooter. But the problem that I'm having with it is, again, it just doesn't feel like Socom. But there's also some gameplay issues that I don't like. I'm gonna have to go ahead and agree with my man Hard 8 Times when he said the camera needs to be pulled back a titch. Now, not from a visual standpoint. I don't agree with him from a visual standpoint, because I always kind of like the camera a little close and personal. But from a functionality standpoint, it kind of messes with your peripheral vision. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really see as much as you normally, would if you really were that person. So from a functionality standpoint, I definitely agree. Bring the camera back a little bit. So that's something that you would have to get used to if you played the game. Another thing is, since I'm gonna have to watch this dude for hours upon hours, I'm not really feeling the way he runs, and the way he moves and stuff. Now, I did like Socom Confrontation, but even though the animations were a little bit the same, the running was different. The running definitely was different. Not a lot though. But the reason why I could deal with it on Socom Confrontation and not here is because Socom Confrontation felt more like a simulation game. This feels like a realistic arcade shooter. And it just, again, it doesn't have that Socom feel. So therefore, I'm going to be more, aware of corniness. And this definitely has its moments of corniness. And so if it was a little more simulation, I probably would, give it a pass. But in that case, it just doesn't work for me. Now, I have a deal breaker. I have a deal right here. See that? See how you can go over the shoulder right there on your right? I like that. I have no problem with that. The problem that I have is you cannot switch it to your left side, which the old Socoms had, which any other third-person game has. You should be able to switch the rifles from shoulder to shoulder, because you have enemies that come from the right, like right there, and then if you have enemies that come from your left, you can switch it like that. Now, some people could say, maybe somebody in the military might argue and say, hey, guys don't really shoot like that too much. They turn or whatever, and that's probably true. It just kind of reminds me of the cardinal rule as a quarterback, that you just don't throw across field. And that's what it seems like with this is, you know, in order to shoot to the right, you have that blind side. You know, is it realistic? I don't know. I wasn't in the military, so I don't know. But I do know that the old Socoms had it, and I enjoyed it, and I thought it made the game a lot better. And all the other, like Ghost Recon, like I mentioned before, and Splinter Cell, they have it. So there's got to be some validity to being able to do that. So I love that dolphin dive, people. Ronick would be proud of that dolphin dive right there. But anyway, so that's a deal breaker for me. If that doesn't get fixed or patched or whatever the case may be, who knows when I'll pick this up, if I pick it up. Because there's so many games out there, people. You know what I'm saying? This just feels like another one. I mean, it's July. I mean, excuse me, not July. It's April, and I already picked up like 4 or 5 games already. This would just be another one that I'll put on the wall and not even play it. You know, people that know me know I buy games still in the wrapper. I still got games still in the wrapper. People, God of War still in the wrapper.